Let's be honest for a second. If your erections aren't as strong as they used to be, or if lately you've been having trouble keeping one, the real problem might not be what you think. Now, before you scroll away thinking, "Oh, great, another miracle cure video, give me just 10 minutes of your time." Because what I'm about to tell you has completely transformed the lives of hundreds of men I've treated over the last 30 years. Men who thought their best days were long gone. And no, this isn't about Viagra pumps or surgery. It's about something so simple that when you hear it, you might actually laugh and say, "Wait, seriously? That's it?" And I'll say, "Yes." But only if you do it the right way. I'm a board-certified urologist specializing in men's sexual health. And for over 3 decades, I've helped men restore their confidence, their energy, and yes, their performance, naturally. I've treated over 1,200 men with erectile issues, and here's what I've learned. In most cases, the real villain isn't age. It's the small, daily habits no one ever told you were quietly destroying your body's natural ability to perform. So, let's start simple. Let me ask you one honest question, and I want you to actually answer it in the comments below, all right? How much water are you really drinking every day? And don't say enough or plenty. Be specific. How many liters? How many ounces? You'll be shocked when you realize how this one thing, something as basic as water, could be the missing link between frustration and full recovery. Stay with me, because what comes next might just change everything you thought you knew about your body. You'd be shocked at how many men walk into my office complaining about erectile issues and can't answer that question, because nobody ever explained to them that an erection is, above all, a hydraulic event. Yes, hydraulic, like a garden hose. Let's go back to basic biology for a second. An erection happens when blood fills the corpora cavernosa, the chambers inside your penis. It's all about pressure, blood flow, and volume. Now tell me, what's blood mostly made of? Water. Over 90% of your blood is water. So if you're dehydrated, your blood gets thicker, slower, and your circulation suffers. And even if your brain wants it, even if you're turned on, your body simply can't deliver. It's that simple. And this isn't just my opinion, it's human physiology. When your body is dehydrated, even slightly, it switches to survival mode. It prioritizes vital organs, heart, brain, kidneys, and puts other functions on standby. Guess what gets moved to that non-essential list? Exactly. Erectile function. Your body's thinking, "I need to keep this man alive. Reproduction can wait." But that's not all. Dehydration also raises your cortisol, the stress hormone. And cortisol is the enemy of testosterone. More stress equals less testosterone. Less testosterone equals less desire. Less desire equals weaker erections. It's a vicious cycle, all starting with something as simple as not drinking enough water. Now you might be thinking, "Okay, I get it. I'll drink more water." But hold on. It's not just about drinking more. It's about drinking smarter. And this is where most men get it wrong. They fill up a big bottle and chug it all at once. That doesn't work. When you drink too much water in one go, your body can't absorb it all. It goes straight to your bladder and out as urine. Waste. The secret is to drink slowly, consistently throughout the day, giving your body time to absorb and use that water properly. So, how much do you actually need? Here's the simple formula: 35 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight. If you weigh 175 pounds, about 80 kilograms, that's around 2.8 liters, or 95 ounces a day. If you weigh 200 pounds, about 3.2 liters. Forget 8 glasses. That's outdated. Use your own weight to calculate what your body really needs. Here's how to do it right. Divide that total amount into 8 to 10 smaller portions throughout the day. If you need 3 liters, that's about 1 normal glass, 10 ounces, every 1 to 2 hours. And the timing matters. 1 glass right when you wake up, before brushing your teeth. It rehydrates your body after 8 hours of sleep. 1 glass 30 minutes before each meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. 1 glass 2 hours after each meal, 1 mid-morning, 1 mid-afternoon, and 1 2 hours before bed. Not right before, so you don't wake up to pee. As for temperature, room temperature water, around 68 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, is best absorbed. Too cold slows absorption, too hot does the same. And here's a small but powerful tip. Don't just gulp water down. Hold it in your mouth for 2 seconds before swallowing. It activates your salivary glands and improves absorption. Sounds silly, but it works. Now let's talk about something my patients call the miracle technique. But it's really just science. It's called the 7-second breathing technique. No, you don't put water in your nose. I've seen those comments, and I nearly fell off my chair laughing. This is about breathing, not drowning. Here's how it works. Every morning, right after you wake up, before getting out of bed, do this 5 times. Inhale slowly through your nose for 7 seconds. Feel your lungs fill up, your belly expand. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 7 seconds. That's 1 cycle. Repeat 5 times. Takes about 3 minutes total. Why does this work? Because this type of deep, slow breathing boosts nitric oxide, a natural molecule your body makes to open up blood vessels and improve circulation. That's the same mechanism that drugs like Viagra use, but naturally. It also lowers cortisol, reduces stress, and increases oxygen in your blood. And remember, better oxygenation means better circulation, and better circulation means stronger erections. Now let me tell you about Robert, 53 years old, married for 25 years, came into my office completely desperate. For a year he'd been struggling. Sometimes he could perform, sometimes not, and even when he could, it didn't last. It was tearing his marriage apart. We ran every test, heart, diabetes, hormones, all normal. So I asked him, "Robert, how much water do you drink per day?" He looked at me confused and said, "Water? When I'm thirsty." I explained exactly what I just explained to you, and told him to try my hydration and breathing plan for 4 weeks. No pills, no supplements, no gimmicks, just water and breathing. 2 weeks later, he called me. "Doctor, I can't believe it. It's working." After 1 month, his results were incredible. Stronger, longer-lasting erections, more energy. His wife even thanked me personally. And you know what? Robert wasn't an exception. He was just a normal man who started doing the right things. But be careful. There are common mistakes that can ruin everything. Thinking coffee, soda, or beer count as water. They don't. They're diuretics. They make you lose water. For every cup of coffee or can of beer, drink an extra glass of water, waiting until you're thirsty. When you feel thirst, you're already dehydrated. Thirst is your body's alarm saying, "You waited too long." Drinking too much at once. Your body can't absorb it. It just flushes it out. Ignoring your urine color. If it's dark yellow, you're dehydrated. If it's pale or clear, you're hydrated. That's the best indicator, better than any app. And yes, if you're older and worried about waking up to pee, drink your last glass 2 hours before bed, not right before your body needs water at night to repair itself and make testosterone, which mostly happens while you sleep. Now listen, this technique isn't magic. You won't drink 1 glass and suddenly get an erection. This is about rebuilding your body's natural function. It takes time, usually 2 to 4 weeks. The first thing you'll notice is more energy and better sleep. Then your mood improves. And after a couple of weeks, stronger, more consistent erections. I've seen it happen over and over again. And yes, if after a month there's no improvement, then it's time to see a urologist because there might be another underlying issue, diabetes, circulation, or medication side effects. But if you follow this routine faithfully, I'm willing to bet you'll feel the difference. Incorporating these simple daily habits, proper hydration, mindful breathing, and the right nutrition can completely transform your energy, performance, and confidence. Small changes create powerful results. If you've made it this far, I want to hear from you. Rate this video from 1 to 10 in the comments and tell me what part made the biggest impact on you. Your feedback helps me keep bringing you the kind of science-based content that truly makes a difference. And if this message resonated with you, hit that like button. It helps this video reach more men who need to hear this truth. Subscribe for more men's health videos based on over 30 years of real clinical experience. No myths, no hype, just facts that work. And comment below. I'm starting today. I read every single comment, and I reply whenever I can, because I want to hear your results. Remember, sexual health is health, period. So stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. And if you're ready to go deeper, with private Q&A sessions, detailed case studies, and my exclusive men's health community online, click the join button here on the channel. Because your health matters. You matter. And always remember, it's not about age, it's about habits. After 30 years as a urologist, I can tell you this. A hydrated, healthy 60-year-old man performs better than a dehydrated 30-year-old any day. Take care, my friend. See you in the next video.